Libras, welcome to my channel. Let's take a look at what the month of February has in store for you. Of course, any information that you may be looking for, I will leave it in the description box for you, okay? If you want to book a personal session, if you do want to follow me on the social medias and whatnot, and make sure you like the video. If you do resonate with it, subscribe if you aren't as well. Let's get into it. What's the theme for the month of February for my Libras? So we have the Judgment and the Seven of Cups in reverse as the first two cards. So the theme for this month is around personal epiphanies, personal realizations, also just kind of having an awakening period. You could be going through either a spiritual awakening, like I said, if not an epiphany moment that gives you clarity or gets you out of a space of feeling just confused, in the sense of having mixed emotions. There may have been a lot of feelings coming up or confusion in terms of like which direction to go in. What option should you choose in terms of love? What option should you turn to or choose in terms of your career? But it's going to be very clear in the month of February exactly what move to make, what to do, and everything. Also, for my Libras who have just been under this perception that maybe your options have been limited in a sense, you could also be re-seeing or rethinking your situation in that sense as well. Okay? And sorry if you guys hear my stomach growling, okay? I've been working hard all day. Ain't take a break to eat lunch yet. All right, let's see. So what is going on when it comes to career and finance for the month of February for you Libras? We have, hold on, let me get it. We have the Ten of Wands and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm hearing booked and busy, especially for my Libras who are self-employed. You could have so many different things that you're trying to do, you're trying to accomplish, and your schedule is going to be full. Try your best not to overwork yourself or go into a space of burnout though, because yeah, overworking yourself is not the move, and burnout is not the move because it's hard to kind of get out of that. Also, for my Libras who are just on the job search, job hunt, you could be having a lot of jobs actually reach out to you finally after maybe having a long wait in terms of hearing back from maybe just a couple. Now it's a whole bunch of different jobs reaching out to you. This could be because you're switching up either your application process, like how you're going about applying to the jobs, maybe switching up the keywords or something. Or certain jobs, like I said, that you've applied to months ago could be finally reaching out to you during this month. Okay. Also, I'm hearing money management is going to be a big thing also this month. How are you managing the money that's coming in? Are you saving it, or are you being mindful in terms of like stress spending? Are you finding ways to like invest in the midst of like paying bills? It's also making sure you're not taking on too much financial responsibility that you can't handle, especially like a car payment or any like purchases that could just be burning money. You want to be very mindful of investing into anything like that. Now, what's the energy around love for Libras for February? I have the Star card, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So this month is about being optimistic around your relationship being fixable. You personally, if you're single, getting into a space of believing that there is love still out there for you and remaining in positive energy in terms of how that whole process flows. With the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you're mentally at a space to where you're okay with separating yourself from a situation that you've just outgrown. You could be in a different space emotionally, going in a different path, in a different direction, and there could be more out there for you. And a lot of you are accepting that. You're finding it to be okay. A lot of you too who have been in this like period of being single for a long time, you're mentally also just wrapping your head around how things have changed as well. And this is giving you a chance to maybe put yourself out there, maybe date again. explore new situations. I do see someone actively flirting with you during this time frame. Now, whether or not you guys are taking action on it is going to be kind of you, but there's definitely someone who's showing a level of interest, flirting with you. Some of you guys could even be dealing with this person on a sexual level, okay, during this month. I'm getting strong Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy with that. Now, what's the advice for my Libras for February? We have the Two of Cups and the Sun card. So the advice is to be mindful of who you're connected to, who you allowing yourself to be connected to. Okay, if those relationships are disingenuous and you know it to be, and you have to constantly question whether or not, you know, certain individuals have your best interest, or if they're doing things to kind of throw you off of, I don't know, the trail of them maybe having their own intentions for things, just be mindful of spending your time around people that you have to question in the first place. Okay. Also, the advice when it comes to a romantic connection where you truly want to be with this person, they do make you happy, there needs to be a focus on getting to a place of balance and getting to a place of actually fixing things, instead of there being like this, okay, I feel connected to you, you feel connected to me, but we're both not actively doing anything to fix things. We're just both being stubborn, both being in our ego, and both waiting for the other person to kind of give in. This is just going to further and further the waiting process, or further and further the progress of the situation in general, and just keeping you stuck in the past. So if you're going to fix this relationship, this is a relationship you do want to fix, focus on that instead of the being right or the ego piece. Okay, and if you're dealing with somebody who's too in their ego to do, you know, the right thing, especially if they've lied to you or if they've wronged you, then you need to really ask yourself the important question of, do you really want to talk to somebody who's going to ignore how you feel about them doing you wrong? Now, what is the possible challenge for this month? I have the Hierophant and I also have the Crown of Cups. So the challenge for this month is, so this could be higher ups within a job that could be a little bit annoying in terms of micromanaging. This could be challenges within a marriage that you're having to address this month. There could be some court stuff that you guys are having to handle that could be a little bit annoying. Also, there could be just certain family members or certain people around you who want to put their own judgment on your belief system and what you should and should not be interested in. Or even societal pressure could be something that's just a little bit on during this time frame. Maybe you feel like you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z by this age, or you're supposed to be married by this age, or that. It could be the pressure of having your stuff together based off of society, not based off of your own personal work, but more so like what other people are projecting onto you that could be a little bit annoying, and you just not allowing yourself to be swept up into that. Okay. Also, this could be possibly a Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be those zodiac signs at all, but that's what I'm seeing. Also, Taurus energy coming up. But what are you unaware of this month? I have the Knight of Pentacles and I also have the Five of Wands. So what you're unaware of. So there is this gradual process it is going to take when it comes to fixing the foundation of your marriage or a long-term relationship that you're in, especially if there has been like cheating, infidelity issues. Now, it's not impossible. Like, what you're unaware of is it isn't impossible for you to fix your relationship. It actually is possible. It's just, it could be so much of a focus on like whether or not other people are present or whether or not other people are going to become a problem, that it's not allowing you guys to just sit and focus on each other. For others of you, another thing you're unaware of, there could be a lot of people who are like secretly in competition with you in terms of at work. You could be somebody who's being considered for a lot of opportunities, or you're being put on the pedestal for the amount of sales that you bring in, or your work ethic, your personality. And that could be why certain people want to gossip or want to kind of involve you in certain issues. Okay. I also think that someone who you're in disagreements with, a family member, a friend, a lover. They do genuinely want to fix things, but I think that there's too many people adding their 2 cents in the situation, creating more discord than peace. Okay, so what to avoid? What do you need to do to, or what do you need to avoid for the month of February? So I have the Hermit card in reverse and I have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so staying in the house too much. Some of you are spending way too much time in the house, and it's making it really hard for you to feel energetically up to par, okay? Introspection is a good thing. Too much of it becomes a bad thing. Too much of anything is a bad thing. So definitely getting out of the house, not in the sense of spending money. You don't have to spend money to get out of the house. Nature's free. So if it has to be you taking a walk, whatever to pull yourself out of the house, you need to be doing it. You do also need to avoid entertaining well, I won't say entertaining. That's not the word I want to use. You want to avoid like disregarding your own wisdom or inner knowing just because your emotions are pulling you to respond a certain way. So an example of this is like having certain emotions come up of maybe nostalgia, right? But then it's making you disregard what you know to be true about a situation. Like maybe you know someone is no good for you, but maybe nostalgia or certain emotions come up and it just kind of distorts your inner knowing. You want to be very mindful of that. Now, the last 2 cards are going to represent the outcome. I have the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So this is actually beautiful. This does talk about setting goals, sticking to them, focusing on goals to make yourself a better person, and also being emotionally content in the present moment. Knowing that you don't have everything together, yes, but there's so much that you can be grateful for or step into a space of gratitude for what you do have. And with the Knight of Cups, I think the focus is also on going after opportunity, going after your personal goals and no longer just kind of sitting back. And like I said, tackling the present moment. Something here is also going to make you really happy. Again, there could be a newer connection that's really thriving where you and this person are really getting to know each other. This person could be showing you how much they care about you through effort, through consistency. So that's another layer here. All right, what is the advice for my Libras that they need to hear for the month of February? So we have Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. So this goes into tapping into the heart chakra. In order for you to attract the type of love that you want to experience, you have to allow yourself to be by letting your guard down and having a healthy sense of boundaries. You also have smiley face, which represents joy. So this is allowing yourself to be happy in the present moment. You don't need any external thing to tell you that it's okay for you to be happy. There's things right now in the present moment that you could be grateful for. For the fact that you're even breathing is something to be grateful for. So it doesn't have to be, I actually prefer it when you're focused on the things that you're grateful for, to focus on the things that can't be bought. Like you being able to breathe, you being able to walk, you being able to talk, you having loved ones. Okay? And the last piece of advice is ride the wave. So this is going with the flow, riding the wave of success. Okay, when you allow yourself to go with the flow, you essentially allow yourself to be catapulted forward. So right now, or for the month of February, you want to allow yourself to not go against the current, but more so flow with how things are going for you and finding the beauty within it. So this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and to give you insight. If you enjoyed, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.